When the parents plan to send their child abroad, most of the focus goes on natural things like marks, university, visa, finances. And somewhere along the way, there is this quiet assumption. They are 17, 18, now they will manage. But that's the part that needs a closer look because age and readiness are not the same thing. So let's talk about three key important points that we should think about. Number one is emotional maturity. A lot of students, while they are growing up, are in environments where they are supported, which is a beautiful thing. But they are also in many ways protected from discomfort. Loneliness doesn't last very long. Rejections are softened, and even failure is rarely something that they have to sit with on their own. So naturally, their emotional world becomes closely tied to the people around them, friends, families, a sense of reassurance that's always within the reach. And then there is a shift. There is actually a research on this that breaks cultural shock into three parts. The first is what student feels: homesickness, distress, even a desire to escape. Second, what they deal with: language, daily routines, social cues, even things like food and weather. And third, the impact. It starts affecting academics, relationship, and overall well-being. So when the student says they are overwhelmed, it is not just emotional. It is everything happening at the same time. And for the first time, there is no immediate emotional cushion. And what makes this harder is not the situation itself, it is the unfamiliarity of handling it alone. Because back in India, parents offer buffer discomfort without realizing it. They step in quickly, they fix things, they protect. And while that comes from care, it also means that the child has not built the emotional resilience yet. So when things don't go as planned abroad, the reaction is not adjustment, it's overwhelm. See, like here, this student went to Australia. It has been 2 weeks and he is constantly worried about getting sick or something bad happening to his health. He says that he has dealt with anxiety for years, but coming here has made his health anxiety spike completely. Now imagine this: if his parents would have prepared him to deal with this anxiety, handling this situation would have been much easier for him. And it doesn't stop here. He is also dealing with loneliness. He loved the idea of studying abroad. He worked hard, got the admission, but look at what's actually breaking him down there. The basics: transport, culture, the way of life. Individually, these are small things, but together it is becoming too much for him, to the point where he is continuously anxious and just want to go back home. That is why some students shut down quietly, and parents often don't even know that it's happening. What really helps here is no big changes, but small shifts early on while they are still growing. Letting them face manageable setbacks from a young age, not solving everything immediately, letting them handle their things on their own, having real conversation about the stress, helping them understand that it's normal and how to deal with it. Success is important, but life is not just about success. And that's how they start learning to handle things on their own, because emotional strength isn't always built during crisis. The second important thing is decision making ability. A lot of children grow up in a very guided environments. What to study, how to plan the day, which option is better. Over time, they become very good at following directions, but not always in making choices independently. There is one student who shared something very similar. He is struggling to take a decision. He has the opportunity in front of him, but he is constantly thinking, what if I make a wrong choice? I wish I could see both the paths. He is feeling stuck, confused, and even miserable. And this usually happens when you are not used to critical thinking, not used to taking risks and facing consequences. When your focus has always been on success and results and not on the process. And the tricky part is they don't even realize that this dependency exists because things have always worked out. But abroad, that structure and support disappears overnight. No one tells them which courses to pick, how to manage the overlapping deadlines, how to manage the academics and everything else. And suddenly, even the small decision starts to feel heavy. That leads to delay, overthinking, or simply following what others are doing. It is not that they lack intelligence, it is that they haven't built the confidence to make decisions. Because decision making is not about choosing right every time, it is about understanding why you are choosing something, and that only develops with practice. Simple things in life can make a huge difference. What parents can do is let the child make everyday decisions. Ask them to explain their choices. Why did you choose this? What if it doesn't work? What would you do next? That reflection is what builds clarity. They start to understand what worked and what didn't. And over time, it builds muscle. So even if the decision takes time, they don't feel overwhelmed. And sometimes allowing a wrong decision to play out is more valuable than correcting it early, because that's how judgment is formed. That's how the decision making ability develops. The third important point is independence. This is the part everyone assumes will happen. But independence is not a switch that you turn on and off. It's a habit that is built over time. A lot of students are still dependent on parents for daily structure, reminders, routine, basic responsibilities. So when they suddenly have to manage everything on their own, cooking, studies, time, money, personal organization, it is not just new, it is overwhelming. And they start wishing if someone had prepared them for this earlier. It is like, I wish somebody had told me this before. And the point here is, it is not the difficulty of these tasks, it's the simultaneity of them. Everything is new and at the same time. So small gaps start affecting bigger things. Irregular meals, missed deadlines, disorganized routines, and over time that creates stress that spills into academics and even mental health. What really changes this experience is early exposure. Letting them manage their own schedule, giving them ownership of their responsibilities, teaching basic life skills like cooking, budgeting, taking care of their space, and slowly stepping back from micromanaging. Because independence doesn't mean leaving them alone. It means preparing them to function without constant guidance. And my question to parents, are you ready to? So maybe there is one more layer to all this. We often ask, is child ready? But a more uncomfortable question is, are parents ready? Ready to not step in immediately. Ready to watch them struggle a little. Ready to let them make mistakes and learn from them. Because sometimes the child is not the only one adjusting. This journey is as much of the parents as well. And letting go of the control is also a part of preparing them for life. So yes, marks matter, admissions matter, but if these three things are missing, emotional maturity, decision making, and independence, students don't just struggle academically. Over time, it starts affecting their overall well-being. And parents sitting miles away often feel helpless, not really knowing what their child is going through.